Living every day in your head for free. You can tap away, but I will not hear you scream. You can break the keys, spread your toxicity, your world outside reality. In your room, a little hideaway, but you let it through. Enough to go insane, living in the dark hasn't treated you well. You're building your own prison cell. Hey, wait, don't waste it on me. Spite, life's telling you, don't waste it on me. Did I brush you off? Is it your lack of friends? We never met, even if you pretend. Am I in your debt? I don't owe you nothing. Don't say something you'll regret. Hey, wait, don't waste it on me. Spite, life's telling you, don't waste it on me. Hate, rage, don't waste it on me. Spite, life's telling you, don't waste it on me. Rage, don't waste it on me. Spite, life's telling you, don't waste it. I'm telling you, don't waste it. Life's telling you, don't waste it on me. Maybe I'm a little young, but you don't know what I've become. Can't you see it in my face? But even living in disguise, but you can see the killer in my eyes. I've got a look you can't escape.
Haha, joke's on you. I remember to unmute. There'll be no clipping me out of context there, Miss Jessica Pizzle. Yo, meanie. Yo, meanie head. Meanie. Oh. What's this? No. No, not let's go. I'm not ready. I don't even have my makeup on. Listen, here's the great thing, right? About this. You guys could all be sitting there jaybird naked and I wouldn't know about it. And that's okay. You know, you just guys do your morning little thing, you know, get up, you know, put your makeup on, brush your teeth, maybe you're shaving, maybe, you know, you're, I don't know, just whatever you're doing, you know what I'm saying? You know, have a coffee, maybe you're scrambling some eggs and making toast for the kiddos before they go out the door, whatever it is, you know, you do your thing. It's all cool, calm, and copacetic over here. I got to have your war paint on for people. Listen, there is no war paint here. We're nothing but peace and love and harmony up in this place, right? No matter, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much it rages around us, right? The storm can rage, the waves can bellow, the wind can just, you know, bluster. It doesn't matter because we're cool, calm in here. You know why? You know what? Because we got our coffee, man. And coffee is the lifeblood. Coffee is what keeps us, right? Just, you know, you can feel the rage. People all slowly like, hey, look, listen. One of the things that I've learned, and sometimes I forget and have to relearn it, right? So it's not like it's like totally set up here yet. The only person that I have any control over whatsoever is yours truly right here. I'm the only one that can control what comes out of my mouth, what I say. I'm the only one I can control as far as my actions and deeds. Everyone else, listen, that's on them. Okay. So anyway, let's get into it. I've got a hodgepodge this morning, right? I got some stuff that Purple sent. I got some stuff that I got, just some wild. We're going to talk about this latest log house stuff, right? We're going to spend just a few minutes on it, not a whole lot. There's lots of stuff, people already done things out there, whatever. I just want to go just briefly over it a little bit, and then I've got a couple of stories. One is an update, and one's a brand new story that is going to blow your mind. I'm telling you, I'd never heard of this before in my life, but it blew my mind. And then we've got just some funny stuff. Hopefully, if we get, hopefully we got enough time to get into some little funny ha-ha things at the end, kind of little palate cleanser. All right. So let's just get into it. What if you wake up from anesthesia? Who's responsible then? You are, because you agreed to do it. So there we go. Let's see. Boom. And if found unconscious, administer coffee. Exactly. Administer coffee, right? Because it is the lifeblood, right? It is what gets this old man going of a morning, right? All right. Why are we not changing here? Oh God. Okay, let me turn it off. I don't. Whatever. Who knows? All right. So, okay, why are you not working this morning? Hang on a second here. Let's try this again. Seriously, you're not going to work this morning. Okay, fine. I'll do it manually. Piece of crap. All right. So, this is the Log Cow Live YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed, you might want to think about it. They're at 14.6K. It is an entertaining little podcast. Their initial trailer got 21,000 views. The very first episode with TommyC and Wings of Redemption and Boogie is setting at 147,000 views. It was first released 3 days ago. According to VidQ, or I think that's how you say it. Is that how you say this thing? I don't know. VidIQ. Yeah, VidIQ, I guess. It is getting 1.7 thousand views per hour still, right? So it's still getting a lot of views, which is good, which is, it's great for those guys. I'm happy to see it. They dropped a new one yesterday. This is, quote, the farmers. And they explain the purpose of that and how, honestly, we probably won't be seeing a whole lot from that group unless something goes off the rails. Hence the farming, right? You got to go back out and gather back up right? Now, there was a little incident that happened. Boogie got asked to come on to the Review Tech USA's stream the other night, and he did. Now, unbeknownst to us at the time. Us mere mortals, plebes out here, just living our little lives every day, whatever, right? Not in the inner circle, not in the whatever, right? Unbeknownst to us, Keemstar in the group chat, and here's the thing that's really kind of weird, right? Is after what has happened with quote group chats around here, the fact that Keemstar's still in group chats makes you go, right? Because group chats evidently are horrible things, and you gotta be careful in these things. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so I guess Keemstar in this thing is losing his ever-loving mind, right? Is the channel monetized yet? Yes, it is. The channel is monetized, right? So let me pull this back up here to show. According to VidQ, right? You can see right here, this channel is monetized. Can you see that? Is that big enough? I don't know if it's big enough here. Let's see. Can I do right here? See that? This channel is monetized. They did get it monetized. Relatively quickly, too, might I add. Relatively quickly, which is good for them. I'm happy for them, right? But anyway, they in the preparation or whatever, I guess they were getting ready to record the second episode or whatever. Boogie decides that he's going to go. Boogie decides he's going to go over to Rich's stream. And I'm sure you guys all know what happened there. Mudahar winds up calling in. Keemstar is in the stream chat, losing his ever-loving mind. Well, while all that was going on, evidently, Keemstar was also losing his mind in the group chats for this show, right? And I don't know who all is in this group chat. Okay, don't know. What I can tell you, what I do know, so that I don't know why did all that quit working? Oh God, I had to work on that this morning. Great. So Nicholas Diorio puts out this tweet, right? And here's what he says. All the group chat stuff is real. I signed up and gave my time to this podcast because I believe in it. I wanted to see it come together badly at the time. People who know me also know I hated the Keemstar show and the year-long fake beef cringe shit that came with it. I understand what you just saw seems beyond parody, but I assure you it was real. Those screen recordings were taken in real time, and I sent it to my friends because I was in complete disbelief. Ooh, so Nick is releasing this stuff. He breaking the golden rule. I understand people will look at this and they will come to their own conclusions. These conclusions are wrong. The podcast actually is that childish and dysfunctional. That's why I love it. So let's take a little look here. And of course, we're going to have to, let me do it this way here. Let me open this here. Let's see here. Open image in a new tab. If I do it this way, I can maybe get it. Oh, you can't, what the crap? Let me do it this way. Maybe here, let me open image in a new tab. Let's see if I go this way. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. We can get it good enough, blowed up for old people eyeballs. Bo Blacks, Law, Keem is so fuming mad in the group chat that Rich is getting the Mudavia versus Boogie content. Nicholas Diorio says, brah, you don't even know the half of it. And he shows Keemstar in here, that Muda versus Boogie, I don't know what that is. He said, fuck you, I fucking hate you. Boogie's like, yeah, I can respect that. I can respect that. Keemstar says, do you need attention that much that you gave away our entire fucking second episode? Well, I can't say this one because he's talking about We ain't talking about that. He goes, God, I fucking hate you. Keem, chill. I don't know who this is. Maybe I'm going to assume this is Nick, right? That's who that would be because it'd be on that side. And since Nick is shared, yeah, that'd be Nick's. Okay. Literally the easiest task in the world. Bo Blacks, I fucking hate you. Yeah, I respect that. That's the funniest DM screenshot to ever exist, lol. So Nick comes back, says, you woke me up with the notifications. Well, I went there to promote the show. I had no clue Muda was going to come on and show his ass, but I respect your decision, Keem. In retrospect, I should have left when your boy, he says, your boy, decided to pull up his shit, but whatever. Be well and good luck with the show. Fuck you, retard. Roger. Oh God, that's just the first one, guys. We even, oh my God, here we go. Oh, let's get here. Open image and new tab. So we get in here and blow this up. Okay. Guys, I'm crying, he says, right? And he goes, and so here we go, you know, Roger, and then there's a voice message here, yada, yada, yada. Bo Black says, ha, 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 ha. I don't know what all this is. That must be Bo Black's speech for laughing my ass off, wheezing. What? How this needs to leak? Oh my fucking God, I'm dying. What? All right. Somebody needs to take Bo Blacks back to school because homeboy cannot. All right. So then Josh, a.k.a. Bo Blacks, a.k.a. Dumpster Girl Lover Extraordinaire, right? Leaks the recordings here. You ready for this? I'm sure you guys have all seen this. I'm sure this is all, but just for edification, let's do this and laugh together as a group.
I need you to fuck off. Like, seriously, fuck off. I need you to get on your fucking hands and knees, have your girlfriend fucking film you and say, I'm sorry, Keemstar. I'm sorry, Jordy. I'm sorry, fucking TommyC, Nicholas Diorio, Muta, fucking Tom, everybody that's even fucking cared about the Love Call podcast. I'm such a selfish attention.
Hang on. So I care. I've cared deeply. I have said, I have hoped, I have dreamed, I have wished upon a star. I've done everything, right? I've done everything but short of pray to the good Lord above, because I just felt like that was just too sacrilege to do. But I've done everything short of praying to the good Lord above for this to manifest and this to be a thing, right? So does that mean I get a little apology there? I don't think so, but one could wish, one could hope, one could, you know.
Fucking retard that I want attention. I want to be in conversation so bad that I gave the entire storyline of what's been happening.
So I have a question at this point, right? Could one speculate? Matter of fact, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do a little poll right here. Guys, I'm going to do a little point. Here we go. Boom. I want you guys to vote. See the little vote there? Let me know, and we'll go over that at the end of the section of this whatever here, right?
On episode 1 to fucking review Tech USA because I'm so thirsty to talk to someone. I'm that big of a fucking loser. Make that video, you piece of shit.
Okay. Poor Boogie. Poor. Let's see. Can I blow this up here? Get this a little bit bigger here for us to see. Watch. Poor Boogie.
I'm sorry, TommyC. I'm sorry, Daddy Keemstar. I'm sorry, Nicholas DeFiorio. I don't know how.
DeForia. You can't even say it. DeForia. Nicholas DiOrio. It's not that hard. Think of Oreo cookie, right? That's kind of what you're not going to look like a round Oreo cookie, but DiOrio, right?
I'm sorry, Jordy. I'm fucking sorry. It was fucking stupid of me to go on Rich's fucking show and give away the fucking storyline. I'm a fucking attention hog piece of shit. It was fucking stupid. I should have left the moment Muda came on. I'm fucking stupid. And I'm fucking sorry. I understand your decision. I'll hand over any passwords you need, wherever you want. Sorry.
Now, he keeps talking about handing over these passwords. What's he talking about? Well, Keem fired his ass. But I think Nick was aiming to salvage it. I think Nick was aiming to salvage this shit from the depths of hell. I think Nick salvaged it. Oh God. So TommyC, poor. Now you guys, listen, you have to keep in mind, this is twice. This is twice now, right? This is twice that Tommy has a really awesome opportunity, right? He partnered with Keemstar back like in 2016, and they did the beta podcast, right? And it was doing well. Tommy was I guess a smaller creator at the time, and it blew up, and he got a huge following, and everything was going great. And all of a sudden, it kind of went sideways because of 33%, baby, 33%. And so all that shit blew up. Chance and opportunity to make, some really good money all kind of went flying away out the window. So this opportunity comes along for this Lockout podcast, right? And so, you see Tommy talk about he spent like 30 minutes arguing with Boogie on the first podcast, trying to get him just to make the damn content, right? You saw, not only did the law cows have a problems doing 1, 2, 3, the farmers weren't much better, if any at all. I think honestly, I think the cows may have done it better. Anyway, it's just Tommy, I'm sure wakes up to this and he sees all this shit just going right out the window. You know, Tommy is just like, fuck my life. You know he is, right? He's sitting there just saying, fuck my life. Oh, God. Oh, let's see what Tommy has to say about this.
Good morning, everybody. Hey, babe. You remember I got the iPad out Saturday, and I played you Boogie and Keem, that whole thing? They're saying we faked it.
So and Tommy says, hey, it's all fake, guys. He goes on, follows up, says, the funny thing is my wife has always hated my content. This is the only thing that has made her laugh in a long time. The fact or the thought that possibly, it might be faked or whatever, right? Oh gosh. All right. So this is Pimpin' Pete. Okay. Pimpin' Pete, right? Let me get you guys this guy's Twitter, right? Because I'm going to tell you something right now. If you're not following Pete over on the Twitter, okay, you're missing out. This dude here is funny as I'll get out. He is hilarious, right? Now, so as you can see here, he took Boogie and made him into a cow, right? Look at this, right? And we'll use the term borrowed, right? I think Pete will be okay with me borrowing his artwork. I give him credit. I cite him as credit as the. But look at this, right? Look at the how. Tommy, pull me. Oh crap! Hang on, Tommy. Where are you at? I don't see you, bud. Are you in the waiting to call? No. Are you trying to call me? Hang on a second, guys. Let me get Tommy in here. Where is he at? I don't see Tommy in the waiting call. That ain't. Is that real? Is that the real Tommy? Hang on a second, guys. I don't want to be. Oh, here we go. Hey, good morning, Tommy. How you doing, man?
I have all these goddamn Discords.
Yeah,
and I don't know which. I honestly, I went to go. I wrote pull me, and then I went over to. I went over to like. I just realized that like I have no idea what Discord he's in. I have so many of them, like literally over 100 that I don't use or don't care about. Yeah. And I just can't remember. I can't remember. I remember it was like the early days. It was subscribed to like 3.
Yeah,
I know. And now it's like, and then you get these things and people send them to you, and they get hurt if you don't go in there. And it's
dude, listen,
like,
I know I've got too minis myself, and I keep threatening. I keep threatening to say I'm getting out of some of these things because I don't ever go in them, right? And I'm not. You kind of feel like, well,
I don't even care what goes on in any of them or anything like that, because I'm not one of these people that I can block messages, I can disable notifications. I'm not one of these people that has to be constantly notified. So it doesn't really, but it's just like I can't keep track of them all. It's really weird. Yeah. Well, since you sort of felt my pain, I decided to give you some an exclusive.
Okay.
Let you know I will answer any question what's going on right now, and also considering that you're kind of pushing for this. This is an important thing to you, so I'll let you know.
It is.
You give me any questions, I'll answer everything that I can, except give any content away.
Sure. No. So okay. So we. From what I've seen in that group chat that got leaked again, another group chat got leaked.
Well, it wasn't. We leaked it. I don't understand. It got leaked. I mean, it was. I mean, we leaked it. We leaked it because it was so goddamn funny. It was. We didn't even leak it. We put it out for content. It's like because I woke up. It was either Saturday or Sunday. I couldn't remember. Yeah. I had my iPad, which I use. It's kind of my newspaper.
Yes.
And I started getting. I saw what was going on in the local group chat. And then I played it and read it to my wife in order. Yeah. And they have Boogie and him going back in some of its audio. And it was just fun. I said to my wife, this is one of the funniest content I've heard. I mean, it's some of the funniest stuff I've ever heard. And, they're all like, at that point in time, he was kind of making motions like he was going to walk away from the project. Yeah. I got a hold of Nick and I said, we can't go. That's fantastic. That's exactly what we're looking for. That's going to sell.
Yeah. Yes.
I think that's great. And my I go, if you could make my wife laugh, because my wife is not an internet person. No. Like this is God thing. But I'm noticing like from the hardcores, and also we're bringing in a lot of people that hate Boogie and hate Wings, and they even hate me to a certain extent, and hate fucking Nick or hate Keemstar. You get a lot of like people in there that just wanted to fail for the sake of failing, which we have to keep in mind. Yeah. Because and I think team gets it. Like you can't just like if somebody's like there's a string of complaints about somebody in the comments. It's not 2016. You can't just upend it. There's too many different factions here. So you sort of have that aspect. But somebody wrote me today. I'm going to be honest with you, it bothered me. And they said if this is anybody else, Tommy would be calling this fake as hell. And I think the reason it bothered me so much is because I think they're right. I think I would have called it fake because it just doesn't seem real. But here's the fucking thing: it is.
It is.
Like everything's real. Everything's real. And one of the things that like I guess I could. It's this kind of weird sort of explanation. We can't get these guys to clap on time. What makes you think that any of us can fucking put something that elaborate together? Yeah. Or what's more reasonable that it happened organically? Yeah, well, and then it's packaged in such a way that makes it more digestible. I mean, if I just showed you, I showed it to my wife and I showed it to Matt.
Yeah.
And if I just showed you it going down, it's not like digestible. It's not. But if you do the edits and the music in the background, now all of a sudden it looks fake. You know.
Yeah. Sure.
But I can assure you, it's not fake at all.
No, I don't think it's fake at all. Because I was sitting the other evening when Boogie called in to Rich's stream. I was like, "Oh shit, this is not good." Because, and the reason being is
this is more volatile than Baited was.
Oh,
and
God,
I didn't think I could ever be on. I don't think I could ever been involved in a project more volatile than that.
Yeah.
It's volatile from a lot of directions.
Yeah.
There's already I'm recording tonight.
Okay.
Well, locale, right?
Yeah.
And there's already been. I'll give you a hint. There's already been another mistake similar to the stuff that was in the fucking episode yesterday. It's like almost identical. It happened again.
God.
It happened again. So like nobody's using their fucking heads, and I can't say okay, use your heads because that's probably the charm of the whole thing. Because everybody's an idiot. Yeah. You know.
Yo,
like.
Here's the thing. I know Boogie lore. I'm not a-logged Boogie, but I've been a follower and consumer of Boogie content, good, bad, and indifferent for years. Not so much with Wings, right?
Yeah. I'm the other way around. I was more of a Wings guy.
Really? So, here's the thing. You know, when you were sitting there talking the other day and you were talking about how, Boogie, and I was like, God dang, that was the same type of conversation when I talked with Boogie on the phone. It was the same shit. And so, then when I'm listening to Nick yesterday on the quote Farmers podcast or whatever, and I'm listening to that, and he's telling me about how I'm like, so basically, it doesn't matter who Boogie gets into a conversation with, be it a phone call or Discord, whatever.
He's a constant liar. He's a constant liar.
And he does.
And I don't think he can help it. So I like you almost be worried. I hope he doesn't stop lying because he won't stop lying. I guarantee it.
He
I already
can't.
got it. I was pretty like I was probably like I thought Wings was more the fuck up. I'm starting to realize Wings gets fucked up when he gets upset.
Yes.
Right?
That's when
he loses it. But otherwise he's kind of a bro.
He's normal. He's really
he's
just a normal dude.
He's kind of a normal guy, and I started thinking well, what does Wings get in trouble with most of the time? Historically, lying. He's got in trouble lying. I think he's kind of maybe laid off a little bit.
Yeah, I think he's smart enough to realize, hey, this is not the way to go, right?
Yeah, but he's been more than cooperative. I thought he was going to be a problem and always threatening and up his own ass. But you watch these videos from 2017. And 2018, right? And you think it's like, and you're in love with them. I love the fucking old Wings videos, and you think it's 5 years ago.
Yeah,
like it's a half a decade ago. People change; they look at things differently, and things like that. So you're recording tonight.
Yeah.
I'm not happy, but I've been told to tone it down just a little bit.
Really?
And I think I will. Yes, I have. I think for good reason. Like I think little shrill, little New York shrill. I was talking to Justin Wang, and he's like, yeah, I'm really I've been getting like way more nice comments, but you only remember the negative ones. So Justin Wang comes up and he says, you guys killed it. This is amazing, blah blah blah. And he's saying all these nice things. I haven't talked to Justin in a long time. I said, I think I came off a little shrill. I'm seeing the complaints, and I don't know if they're completely justified. And he goes, the problem is, Tommy, you're probably right. I just grew up in New York. I have no idea. I didn't hear it at all. And but I gotta keep in mind, I want this to kind of appeal to more people. So I got a plan, but I'm not happy. So I think there's going to be a little bit of a surprise reckoning in the third episode. Other bad news. I'll give you some other inside. We got age restricted.
I heard about that.
We had more hits. I'll give you some more inside. We had more hits per hour coming in than we did in the prior episode up until the time of the age restriction. Wow. And it just drops off. Yeah. So that's really sad too. But go ahead.
So, I know what you're talking about, the eastern part of the United States as far as y'all's You guys are you're loud, you're boisterous, you're I had an uncle, and I can remember when I was a kid when him and my aunt moved back, and first time I was around him, and he was very loud. He cursed constantly, just constantly cursing. Right now, as a boy growing up in Arkansas on a farm, right out in the middle of nowhere, that was like on church every Sunday morning, evening, Wednesday night services. I mean, I went to my mom and I was like, hey, whatever. And she's like, listen, son, that's just the way he is. We have to. And I'm like, okay, all right. And so over the years, I just kind of grew accustomed. So when I hear someone like, you or anyone else that kind of does that real, like just Eastern type, it's like, okay, whatever. It's just like, oh, I'm like, all right, fine. It ain't no big deal. I take it with a grain of salt. It's nothing. Really, right.
Yeah, well, let's say it kind of, but see, the thing is, it goes both ways, right? So it's like is shocking is your uncle's behavior to you. Your behavior of church on Sunday could be shocking to people up north. But see, I've lived around the world, and I live down south, and I trained down south. My dad went to school down south, so I have a connection to the South that I think a lot of Northeasterners don't have. I had an uncle to work for the FBI, and he drove to work every morning to Washington D.C. from Springfield, Virginia. So I have a connection to the South, and I get Southern people. I mean, look, who's my backbone for the past 7 years? It's Dr. Zhivago and Matt. Southern boys. And they both get me, but I think what's more important is I get them. I kind of have an idea. I actually trained very close to where Matt's from. So more importantly, I think I get them because I have that background. But and getting that, I do realize that there's a lot of virgin ears out there, but I think I could do it. I really do. I think I could do it. And the other thing is, like, my other excuse is I was legitimately pissed at Boogie. And I'm used to being in charge. And if you would have heard the pilot episode, it's all about them, and I'm just feeding them. But I don't hate either of them. I'm pretty irritated with Boogie because he's so fucking dishonest. I mean, I was thinking, I'll actually keep that for the show. He's just so fucking dishonest. It's like, I had no idea how dishonest this guy was. I actually got to apologize to you because in every one of our conversations, public and private, I've always defended him.
I'm thinking, let's see. So the other evening, what was it? It was over the weekend. My wife was just kind of chilling in the living room, and she went to. I said, "Hey, listen, you got about an hour? She goes, yeah. So I got something I want you to watch." Now, my wife is like your wife, right? She's a normie. She doesn't do this online. She doesn't understand why I do this. She thinks I'm mentally retarded, and she's probably right.
Same here.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So our wives are similar, right? Professional women, hardworking women. So I put on the Boogie documentary. I said, now she knows who Boogie is because she's heard me talk about him from time to time. So I put that on, let her watch it. I didn't say a word. I just let her watch it. And at the end of the thing, and I'm going to hand this to you. Maybe this is something you can hit him with, right?
Sure.
So the first thing she said was, which I thought was spot on, was she goes, well, first thing is it's never Boogie's fault. It's always somebody else's fault for what's going on in his life, right?
Or it's Boogie's fault, but it's out of his reach to control it anyway.
Yeah,
that's the other one.
So here's a second one, right? And this is a good one. Now, Boogie he claims he's disabled both for state and federally disabled, right?
Okay?
Now, my wife, part of her job is she helps people every stinking day, right, that qualify for disability and helping them get their things and whatever, right? So her question was, if he's...
Wait a minute, you're both in Arkansas, aren't you?
That's correct.
Okay, keep going. All right,
so
that's right. You're both,
yeah, he's only about 3 hours from where I live, right? We're only about 3 hours apart.
Okay, I'm sorry you interrupted. Go ahead, I just had to make sure.
So she said, if he's medically disabled like he claims to be, she goes, he should not be having any type of medical expenses. Now, the gastric bypass, whatever, that wouldn't be covered, whatever, right?
No way.
But the day in and day out stuff, right? Because if he's truly disabled, he shouldn't have insurance. He shouldn't have like all that costs. She says, I deal with people every day, right? So I said, well, more than likely, if I had to guess, pure speculation on my part, right? But
he makes too much income in the past to have that particular option. It's the same reason, like I can't collect welfare in Germany. That's what I'm thinking.
Possibly.
You know?
Possibly.
Yeah.
That or the fact that the insurance he would have access to wouldn't allow him to go to the facilities that he's choosing to. So he has to buy this other insurance or whatever, right?
His salary might be too high for half. That's what I'm thinking. Even though it's getting eaten up by taxes, his salary might be just too high.
Well, if he's only making 20-something, I'm going to tell you something. If he's only pulling in like what he's like $2,700, $2,500 a month now, so which is going to pop him up. It's going to put him under. I guarantee he qualifies for that stuff.
If he was single and lived in a major city and had no car, $2,700 a month, you could live over that and then some.
I'm going to tell you something.
It's not even that bad. It's not that bad.
Here in Arkansas, if he'd have paid that house off and he didn't have that mortgage, right?
Yeah.
If he
could live like a king. Yeah.
If he cut back on some of his spending.
How much do you think? You think I make any more than that? I mean, I probably make with the streaming on top of it. I have some whales, right? Yeah. The people that really support the show.
Sure.
I don't make much more than that, but it's just managed so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't have a lot of expenses besides that.
Sure.
I don't have a car. I don't have I don't have a lot of things. I don't have a credit card.
But the thing, but Tommy, like he showed, his car payment was like what, a couple $100 a month. It wasn't anything, right?
Yeah.
So
but he gets another thing. He's a compulsive spender. That's for sure.
He has no control over it.
Like that's another thing. You see my arcades and stuff. They were paid for. They were never. None of this shit was ever put on any kind of credit. I would never put something frivolous on credit. I'd buy a house, I'd buy a car, or something like that. But I would never, ever, my dad, I would never put anything frivolous on credit. An arcade machine, a computer, it's like, I mean, maybe a PC because for work. Yeah, then I pay that off in a year's time or something like that.
Yeah.
But like, never would I put something like, oh, I really need to have that. God damn, like a Funko Pop that's worth $10,000 or some shit like that. Well, like, he's not like that.
On those 1-Up arcades. Now, don't quote me as this being
nothing.
Don't quote me as
nothing.
The gospel. But I remember the days he was sent. I don't know if I'm not going to say all of them, but quite a few of them he was sent by 1-Up.
One and most of them.
Yeah, well, most
I can
of them
verify that.
Sent to for
I
just for
verify
reviews,
that.
product reviews and stuff, right?
Sure.
He has nothing in him. So if he gets $100 out of them because this was once owned by Boogie,
those things aren't worth. That's the only thing that would drive the price out. First of all, that first generation arcade one. I'm an arcade. Me and Nick are arcade one-up experts, right? And the thing we got here is we know the value of these machines. Most of my machines were upgraded. Remember, they're only like $299, $299 back in the first generation. They had all sorts of problems. So there really just ain't. What happened is they lost the young crowd and they hit the people that bought them were my age, guys that like to fix shit. Oh, I want to get fixed. So most of my stuff has been like redone. I'm just using the arcade one-up wood.
The boxes,
the boxes, the wood like thing, and then I upgraded all the other stuff, and it's probably worth a while. So by themselves, that first generation, they're not worth more than $100 a piece. I don't think you can get rid of them for $100 a piece.
Probably not.
Some of them have serious defects, like the Rampage machine. Some of them aren't that great, sort of like the Asteroids machine, and stuff like that. So the
greatest.
There you go.
The greatest thing to me, and I was like, I couldn't believe he was this, because I played Magic for years, and even,
did you really?
Yeah,
I never did.
Yeah, and competed. I actually went and competed on the circuit.
Really?
Yeah. So when he took his cards into sale, right, and he was expecting to get $400 or $500 a pop, I was like, dude, you're insane. You're not.
So he didn't know the market.
No,
I wondered that myself, that he even understood the market.
He at one time, the little pieces of cardboard was, and here's the thing, retail, they might have been $300, but that dude is not going to give you that. They're going to give you half that value, if that, because it's going to sit there.
The only way you're going to get max price is if you find an individual buyer, somebody who wants the thing. They're going to, the fact that he doesn't know that is pretty incredible.
Exactly.
And I thought of that too. It's just like, it's like going to GameStop. people understand. I don't understand it, man. I could sell my freaking PlayStation for a GameStop. Well, here's the thing. The whole thing about buying your shit back is to make a profit for it.
Sure.
So they're taking a charge from you so they can unfucking load it and make something on it, right? The fact that you can get 200 flat for a PlayStation, well, then you know what? Find the distributor. You're the distributor. Find somebody to sell to because they know who they can sell to.
Yeah.
That's the upside of having a business. I mean, he just doesn't grasp that. He probably looked it up and like, oh, this thing's worth $200, right? No, it's worth 50. It's worth 50 now.
Yeah, maybe.
If you sell
maybe.
it to a big company like Wizards of the Coast or something, you know.
Yeah, the thing of it is when they say like $400, right? It basically has to be encased, sealed, never been played. I mean, it has to be pristine. The edges have to be crisp and sharp.
So if I'm Wizards of the Coast and it's and it meets all those qualifications, okay, you can give it to me for fucking $150. Because I'm making the money on it. You don't have an option. You have no other sales options besides me, other than if you find an individual or go on the internet and I don't know. This is going to sound foreign. Work.
Yeah, right.
And that's never going to happen, as we both know.
I've got I don't know how many hundreds of dollars worth of cardboard behind me that I spent over the years, buying stuff. It's honestly not worth anything. Other than occasionally when my family gets together, we play Magic. That's where the worth comes from, making the memories. It's the cardboard itself is not worth anything.
Yeah.
And it's sad because some of these things I had over $200, $300 in some of these decks that I built, right? So and now they're not worth $10. You're like, damn.
Well, it's shocked. Like baseball cards, when inserts started being popular, it drove the market value of like a big thing back when I was kids to have a Mickey Mantle rookie card, because it was already 20 years old at that point.
Yeah.
And the thing is, well, when they started putting insert in the cards, all those rookie cards started fucking dropping, like free falling in value because you could put a new Mickey Mantle card, like his fucking memorial card, and then only put 1,000 of them out worldwide, because the old days what gave cars value is mom threw them out. So so now we have a card and we can control the price of it. We can we have 1,000 and one in every 2,000 packs there'll be a Mickey Mantle memorial card for his marking for his recent passing, and then that card's now worth more than the original Mickey Mantle rookie that was sought after in 1988. That's the way it works. So I'm sure some of those things changed Magic as well. I remember there was a card. I was always too stupid to play Magic. I don't understand it to this day. I don't get it. I don't understand Pokemon. I don't understand any of it. Okay. So here's the thing. So now I finally figured out how you got into this world. Yeah, everybody needs a path to this world. Mine was fucking video games. Yours was Magic. Okay, got it. Wrote it down.
Yeah. Well,
and you know what? You're older than me. Yeah. That means you started Magic in your mid to late 20s because it came out when I was in high school.
No. I didn't start playing Magic, Tommy, till probably, I'm going to say about 8 years ago.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Okay, you really got in late.
I got in late, but no, my world was video games, man. I played video games.
Oh, okay. All right. Magic's really dorky though. Right, we're getting sidetracked.
Okay. But no, so anyway, here's the deal. I was talking with Matt Pitt a little bit last night, just back and forth. And I was like, I was really, really excited for this podcast, excited for you, Wings, Boogie. Because I know what it would do is like a little shot into your arm as far as whatever. And I was like, I'm
already feeling some of it, the early stages of it. Yeah, keep it going. It'd be really amazing.
Yeah, and I was like, and then I was like, I said, if they can just keep the wings on this plane, I think it could soar. But I always knew that Boogie was going to be probably the hardest one to wrangle.
That's pretty much it.
Because I seen real quick that it didn't matter who Boogie has a conversation with. The first thing he's going to do is start dumping all this horrific shit that happened to him in his life as a means by which to try to manipulate you and control you to make you feel sorry for him. And here's the thing. It worked on me for a little bit because I have a big heart. I feel sorry for people. I'm very I'm not, I'm a very sympathetic dude.
I guess,
and,
like other people
Yeah.
figure this out, and I
Yeah.
always wonder, like, why Boogie? Why do people hate Boogie so much? I get
Yeah.
get Wings because he's nasty. I get DSP because he's just such a liar. But like, why Boogie? Why Boogie? Well, I get it now.
But see, that's
Because
just it.
he just like he's like the worst manipulator if you spend any time with him on the planet.
Here's the I don't hate Boogie.
No, I don't really hate him either. He can't do anything to me.
It's like this, right? It's like anybody that I've had any interactions with, and I'll, whatever. Even some of the ones that have said some of the most horrific shit towards me, I don't hate them, because to hate them means I have to allow them to occupy my mind, and they have zero space there, so I don't care. I'm really indifferent. I'm indifferent about it.
Right? I don't care because he can't really do anything to me. He can't. I suppose he can by walking away from the project, but
sure. But that's
there's obviously
that?
something keeping. There's obviously something keeping him there. So I'm hoping that. I don't think that'll last forever, but I think by then, the cast will be changeable and still work.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna start pushing and campaigning, right, for Pimpin' Pete, dude, to start doing some of the artwork and stuff for y'all for that podcast, man. Yeah. This freaking picture he did here of Boogie is a freaking cow.
Funny.
Have you seen this shit?
Yeah, it's funny. I'll show it to Keem. I'll show it to Keem. That's a good idea. In fact, I'll send that to Keem now.
Now this here, I mean, he even got you. He even drew you as a cow, right? Which
Did he really? I haven't seen that.
It's right here. I've got. I don't know if you can see it on the screen or not, but
yeah. That's me.
Yeah,
I look very thin. I like that.
Yeah, he's got you looking pretty. So I was just like, so I mean, because Pete is an artist, right?
He really is.
He really is. He's just so talented. So I don't know what his schedule is. I don't know what his time is or anything like that.
He works. Yeah, he's done a lot of work for me before.
Yeah. He's helped me with a few things in the past too, right? I love Pete. I think he's an awesome dude.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
He's a great guy.
I just think, I think Pete would be an awesome person.
I don't know. It's just like, here's the thing. Like one of the things, like, so is Vega, right? Vega's really amazing too. Mm-hmm. I think like the thing about thumbnails that I've learned, right? Yeah. If you like really talented guys make these really, it's not good to bring people in. You still need the red arrows and all this, like the stereotypical stuff, because as much as people complain about them, they bring them in. They bring people in. I remember. Do you remember the eye thing with Catch 33? Were you around back then? Yeah,
well, you get the eyes bigger.
Here's the thing. It was like, here's it worked. We thought we were getting a lull. Well, one of the reasons we weren't putting out content. Go fucking figure. Sounds familiar. But so me, Vega, and Clown were like in a call. Maybe Dave was too. And we're seeing a lull. We lost like 12 subs yesterday. Well, and like Clown's like, oh, it's no problem. It's no problem. He's like, because the problem is the thumbnails. And of course, Vega was like, wait, whoa. His thumbnails are awesome. And visually, they were awesome. Yeah. He says, no, you're always very important. I'll fix it. Don't worry. It'll be back by tomorrow. And it's fucking a guy. I mean, I don't think Vega can believe this to this day. Yeah. He put close up pictures of people. Like, it was just reaching the end. And they're all like digital, like really pixelated too. Of my eyes, Keem's eyes, somebody else's eyes. And then sure as monkey fuck. Yeah. They went up and we gained all those subs back. And I remember like, I think if you bring it up to Vega to this day, he can't believe it. Yeah. Because here he is. Here's Vega, like a super talented guy. I think we can all agree on that. He's a mega talent. Yeah. Right? But the stuff that brings people in isn't necessarily quality. That's why a guy like Jack's Films always amazes me. Yeah. Right? It's separate from the Sniper Wolf. That guy's really, really talented. Like super fucking talented. But I mean, he almost like, and he's being able to be talented, get noticed, and have a pretty good career over it. But at the end of the day, Sniper Wolf's always going to beat him because she has tits and she does simple content. Actually, is perfect for YouTube. Low effort, they call it, right? Low effort content, and low effort content can have a bigger attraction, and it'll make artistic people fucking crazy. And I get that. Yeah. But I also accept that. That's the way it is. So I'll throw it over there. That it looks cool, but I think. Like, I could see Keem looking at it and saying, "No, this not that this sucks." Yeah. But this is not going to bring as many people in.
Yeah.
Or maybe, I don't know. And here's the thing. I'm not good. This is not the part of the social media stuff that I'm very poor at.
Yeah.
Right. So I could see Keel looking at that cow. We got to get him on. Bring him on. Send him to me. What does he want? What does he want? Yeah. That it could go that way too. Yeah. So yeah, I'll throw it his way. But I'll throw it his way. But I don't know. See, I'll upload Pete's things because I appreciate Pete's work.
Sure.
This is a project that's like, let's be honest, we're trying to make some money here.
Sure.
But
I know Pete has done pictures in the past where like he will really exaggerate, like making the mouth really contorted or the eyes really contorted. So I think Pete.
My favorite is when he used Keem's dog, like that he was like a demon in hell or something.
That's
my favorite. I always like I love what he used. Yeah. I forget Keem's dead dog's name. I forget, but I love that dog.
Oh God!
What's his name?
Jeez, what was that? Because you did a whole thing where you did the eulogy and stuff for the dog.
The dog is like 30. The dog was almost 30 years old, wasn't he?
Yeah,
something like that. He's like 30-year-old dog.
Yeah, buddy. Thanks, Toxic.
Like when he used the some heaven and hell thing, and there's Buddy in hell, and like Buddy, that entertains me. Yeah, that entertains me, but I don't know, like, and the SFC, like people that the shot from the point crowd, I have, whether I like it or not, they really get me for the most part. Yeah. So I'm also used to being able to do whatever the fuck I want. Yeah. I don't think adjust, I think would be the thing is that I think you're going to see a TommyC somewhere between baited TommyC and SFTP. I think there's a good medium there that will really work. Yeah, and make it more tangible for most people. Maybe
let the full eastern part of you come out just on little spurts here and there, and maybe not be on.
I have idea. I'm not going to say what it is. I'm not going to even talk about like what I'm doing. We could talk. Me and you could talk about that privately. Yeah. But yeah, I definitely have a plan. Look, I can't stop being the East Coast guy for sure, but I can. I can like something like somebody's like I didn't let Wings talk, and I'm like, yeah, you're right.
Well, I did know. You're right. I did notice that Wings was a little bit more quiet in that first episode, but there again, it was more focused on that documentary that just popped, right, which makes sense.
Yeah,
Wings.
Yeah, it was focused on that also, and I was pissed at Boogie, and I was really, really upset with him. Yeah, like really, really, really upset with him. But
like I say, I just Wings. Like I said, Wings. I don't understand why Wings ever got the law cow monicum, because I didn't really ever see Wings. But there again, I just don't know the legacy.
Deserved.
Is it okay?
It's well deserved.
Okay.
I don't think I'm like and again I'm talking like me and Wings are talking about like playing some Apex together. Well, and he even offered like I don't even like have to stream. I can come on. I would just. I'd have the only thing is I know what I noticed about Wings too, because I've been watching. I've been actually checking up on these guys a little bit and watching some of their channels, their channels that goof on them. And Wings especially. Wings is first of all those channels with Wings' gaming ability showing him be a loser. It couldn't be farther from the truth. If you take a Wings stream, what Wings is like, I don't know what the right word. He is a professional class gamer. Like that's not. He is very good. I'm sure he's not. I don't think he couldn't play on the tip top Call of Duty team right now. He's probably too old. His hands probably are all fucked up. From all those years of playing shit. And his fucking hand-eye probably wasn't as he approaches 40. We all get old. I mean, most guys are at their absolute zenith in Call of Duty at 22. And that's about it. And their hand-eye starts to dip off after that. An esports athlete time is actually less than a fucking a contact athlete. Yeah. You pretty much you got from the time either you're 15 till 22, and that's it. Yeah. Then you're done. You're done.
Yeah, your Twitch fibers, you're just not there no more.
And then your Twitch, and then you better be entertaining after that. You better be good. But there's a level below the tip top. That still attracts a lot of people. That people want to see content unlocked that they wouldn't normally see, or they want to see they want to see guys that are playing platinum level or something like that. They like and Wings you don't realize Wings. I think he told me, unless he bullshitted me. I don't think he did though. he almost made Predator one year.
Yeah.
For Apex Legends, and he's always at the tip top of Tom Clancy. So so the truth is that I get why those channels make fun of him like they do.
Yeah.
But Wings is really good. So I want to play with Wings, but here's the thing: I realize Wings doesn't know how to play socially. Like I play with Verts and I do something stupid, right? I wipe, like Wings is really, really good. So it's gonna be tough to maybe to see that side of him on my channel. Yeah. And he's ridiculously competitive. He's gonna yell. Now, see, I started realizing, well, I can work in that environment, But I'm not used to people yelling at me because I make a bad play in Apex. I'm usually yelling at other people and making bad plays. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah,
to see
that could be good. Yeah,
that could be good. Yeah, be fun. But Wings does crazy shit too. Like I said, every time I play a free to play game, I get hacked. I'm like, turning on Apex ain't gonna get you hacked. Well, you don't know that. I'm like, oh Jesus. Wings has done some weird stuff behind the scenes, but he just hasn't done it lately. Yeah. That's all I can tell you. Yeah. But tonight I'm doing a Willie Mack. We're gonna cover Willie Mack.
Okay.
Situation, which is funny, and then I'm recording with those goofballs, and then hopefully then Friday comes. It's been a really crazy week. It's pretty intense. I'll be honest with you because believe me, nobody's feeling that it could fall apart at any minute more than us, or me especially. Yeah. I talked to Nick. Let me tell you something. Nick is doing some really Nick is like the glue of this whole thing. Yeah. Nick is holding this together for a lot of it because when the team got really mad and they're saying the thing is ruined. Yeah. The team goes, no, it's not ruined. Here's what we do. No. We sell this. Yes. We sell you saying it's ruined, and we do this, and he's the glue of the whole thing. Yeah. So we're really lucky for that. But I mean, he is getting. I told you another situation popped up the one that team was talking about. Yeah. And it's really just amazing that nobody fucking has a goddamn brain in their head. Jeez. So that's what I'll address. So maybe that'll spice up Local episode 3 because it's our turn. Another thing I want to put out there and only on your show. Yeah. Team maybe communication problem. The farmers aren't going to be there every week. Yeah. I pointed that out this morning. It's once in a while. I want to kind of put that out there. Yeah. It's our show. There may be different farmers. Yeah. Might not be always Muda and Tom. Could be Keem and somebody else. Could be somebody where Warren could be coming in to goof on this, that, and the other thing. So the farmers won't even be there. So it's almost like we have to attract the farmers to get. Like I think if the cows need to be wrangled, then we'll see the farmers. So that'll be because I think even farmers episodes might be a surprise. Sure. From time to time. So I think that's Keem's genius. That a lot of this was his idea, and talking to Nick, and the creativity really, I've got to be honest, the creativity really came from Keemstar. Yeah. This whole thing these are his ideas. He is he really belongs in boxing because he's a masterful promoter. He really is. Yeah. I wish I had that talent. And then Nick understands his community like no others. He's also, I mean, anybody knows Nick personally, he's a really fucking funny guy. Yeah. And Tom supporting the project too. They just want to, those guys just want to see it work. Yeah. So and it's really at the end of the day, it's me and Wings and it's me and Wings and Boogie's podcast. But I did find one interesting. There was a segment in the episode yesterday where Mudahar was saying, I don't hate Boogie. I won't bullshit, wasn't it? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And he was like, now you got a tip. I don't want to talk about this. You're gonna stop. I need to stop that right now. Now you got a little bit of an insight of what's gonna happen in 3. What a hunk of horseshit, huh? Let's stop that right there.
Well, and I knew, but okay, I could do this because it was in the episode. I could kind of expound on this.
No. I'm not expanding on it. Okay, I'm telling you right now. That's where we're going. That's fine. No. There you go. That's a little treat for you right there. Okay. Yeah.
But when he said, he says, I just wanted to be a part of this, so because I really want to, help Boogie. What? There is no.
I gotta go. I gotta go. Stay tuned to the Low Pop Podcast. I'll see you guys around. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.
All right. Thanks for calling in, Tommy. I appreciate it, man.
Bye bye.
Have a good bud. Hey, boy, he ran, didn't he? Oh, maybe the old man here pays a little bit of attention. God, listen, I didn't even get to all the other stuff. So anyway, I'll save these because these are really good. These are really, really, really good stories. I'll get to them tomorrow. They're not like time sensitive or anything like that. But guys, you heard it. You heard it from here. And listen, thank you, Tommy, for calling in. Thank you for giving me that time. I love Tommy. I do. I have been a huge supporter of Tommy, warts and all, right? For a long time. And will continue to be a supporter of Tommy. And I really, really do, really, 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 really hope that this thing can stay afloat. And because here's the thing, right? I think the reason why this cast needs to stay the way it is because Boogie is the chaos of the storm, right? He's the heart of the chaos. Doesn't mean that there can't be, it's not to mean that every once in a while the storm can't be a little bit of Tommy or the storm can't be a little bit of Wings, right? But I believe that the biggest contributor to the storm will always be Boogie. Like I say, here's the thing. I know people could come and say, oh, you hate Boogie. No, I don't hate Boogie, right? I am indifferent with Boogie. I can sit here and wish and hope for all the best for Boogie in the world. The problem is something that I've learned just from real world experiences, real life experiences that I've dealt with. It doesn't matter how bad I want something for someone. That person has to want it. They have to put in the work. They have to make the sacrifices. You can be there. You can cheer them on, right? Occasionally when they stumble, you can kind of pick them up a little bit, but they're the ones that has to do it. They have to do the work. They have to get the skint knees. They have to get the bloodied elbows. They have to get the skint noses. They have to, all that stuff. They have to do it, right? They have to get punched in the gut. They have to, right? It has to be their struggle. And Boogie just would rather not. So, all right. Let's take a look at this poll. So, the question was, is Keem a lolcow at this point? 67% of you said yes. 33% says no. So, I will say this. Keemstar does seem to do a lot of repetitiveness as far as blow-ups, just overreactions, things of that nature. If you want to call that a lolcow, I won't argue with you just real adamantly. But what I will say is in my experience, again, dealing with people from the East Coast, that's just how they are, right? They're very loud. They're very boisterous. They are very animated when they talk. I used to think that, like with my uncle, I thought he was pissed. I thought he was just, but no, that's not right. I think in this particular situation here, Keem was 100% pissed. He was very, very, very mad, right? Because, and then again, this goes back to trying to get it through to Boogie's head about how when you're embroiled in something like this, how you take it and use it to your benefit to make money for you and not give it away to other people. You have to be selfish about that type of stuff, right? Especially when it comes to drama and online content and things like that, right? A law bull, yeah, maybe a law bull. I don't know. But again, once again, thank you for you guys for tuning in this morning. Thank you for the re-ups on the subscriptions to the channel. I appreciate that. Hey, if you guys didn't tune in last night, I made it through the first game I didn't get I tried several attempts at the fifth night on that one. I finally just gave up on it because it was the RNG on it was just just not going my way, and I moved on to the second game. I think I made it through the second night, going to the third. So Friday night, tomorrow night, will be the third night of that. We'll see how far we can get through that, and then of course Sunday or Saturday night we'll play as well. Tonight, over on Clear as Mud at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be doing a show. Gigi is bringing the topics for us to talk about. I'm looking forward to that. I will hopefully will see you guys all there this evening. Again, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on Clear as Mud. Make sure you've subbed and you're following Pimp Pete on Twitter, right? Make sure you're checking him out. Make sure you're subbed to the Law Kyle Podcast Live, whatever, Law Kyle Podcast Live, whatever. Make sure you're checking that out, supporting them. Sub to TommyC, supporting him as well. And hey, it doesn't hurt to send maybe some positive notes to Boogie, to Wings, to Tommy, hell, Keem, Nick, and just thank them for all the nonsense that I know they're going through, the headaches that they're having to endure to bring us this content, because it is golden. It is golden content. And I, for one, am very, very appreciative of it. And and on that note, guys, we're going to get out of here. I hope you have a great day. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had some laughs today. Again, thank you to Tommy for coming on and kind of give us a little bit of a behind the scenes. Appreciate that. And remember, guys, to always, always, always keep your powder dry. Look for me in the funny papers. And if you can't be good, by God, be good at it.